welcome, welcome. Welcome to our, today's Thursday, 9:30 class. I don't even know what day it is. Welcome to our 9:30 class on this beautiful Thursday. For those of you who've never met me, my name is Kim. I'll be guiding you through your yoga flow. As always, keywords are guides. So we want to take the time to really check in. I know some of us have been feeling a little frazzled lately. So our energy is like bouncing around a little pinball machine, and coming into one space and settling and finding stillness is a little elusive. So we take the time to find that full body awareness. We set our roots, we close our eyes, we get into our breath, our pranayamic work, and we see if we can connect our energies, try to work through our kosha system, our subtle bodies, checking in emotionally, checking in psychologically, checking in physically and energetically, and you hold space for whatever comes up. Letting go of those little judgmental thoughts of self, of others, coming into a place of acceptance, compassion. You give yourself a moment just to breathe. And then I'm going to have you lie down. Right, so when you're ready, turn yourself on your mat to lie back. You can lie flat on your back, finding your way into Shavasana, whatever you'd like to do. You're going to hold space here and really ground. Maybe you send your arms out overhead, you go into capital T, cactus arms, maybe you're a big jumping jack, like a big capital X. You're going to close your eyes and just hold space here. Feel the weight of your head as you relax your neck, your shoulders. Feel your arms and hands. Feel your core, your pelvic floor, hips and glutes. Legs long, feet fall away. So we're here in the now, letting go, and just breathing. Welcoming the playful energies of the Leo season. Hold space, big inhales, fill your lungs, expand the back of your rib cage. Exhale, let it all go. Relax your cheeks, relax your jaw. Two more breaths here. One more. And nice and slow, start to wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Maybe shut your arms long overhead. Pointing, flexing feet. Feel like you're being pulled in two separate directions. You give it a big breath in. And exhale, slowly start to bend your knees, plant your feet, and then bring those knees into your chest as you sway slowly side to side. So massage your lower lumbars. You move left and you move right. Allowing yourself this time, this space to just be. Give it one more breath before you come back neutral. On an inhale, bring your nose to your knees. Coming into a teeny tiny little seed. Try to look for your toes. Really pull your belly button towards your spine. Take one more big breath in. And exhale, slowly lower your shoulders back down, taking your arms out to capital T or cactus. We're going to flex both feet up to the sky, finding waterfall. So I want you to focus on your lower pelvic floor and belly. So we're bringing some attention to our sacral chakra and our root chakra. So our self-expression, creativity, and our ability to stay grounded. You keep pushing ribs towards hips, tummies towards spine, feeling that core strength. Flex your feet, engage your quads. So you're stretching and lengthening through hamstrings and engaging through those thigh muscles. So the stronger they are, the more your hamstrings will open. Ground down through shoulders, soften your cheeks, your jaw, feel your arms just hanging out. There should be no tension in your upper body, it's all lower. You give yourself one more breath in this waterfall. And nice and slow, exhale. Gently, you're gonna point your toes, bring your knees back into your chest, flex your feet, and lower your feet down to the ground. Nice and slow, we're gonna inhale, right leg only up to the sky. So left foot is planted, right leg's up. Roll out your right ankle, nice and slow and steady. Circle the ceiling, circle your ankle the other way. Big dramatic circles with the toes. And give it one more breath before you come back neutral. Flex your right foot, big breath in. And exhale, you're gonna lower that right ankle to the top of your left thigh for a figure four. Take your right hand, gently push your right knee away. And a nice external rotation opens up your hips, gives you a little assist. You close your eyes and just hold space. Maybe shake your head slowly, no, working through your neck. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Before you come neutral, you're going to take that right arm back down to capital T or cactus, and you're going to start to flex both feet. So flex your left foot and really drive your left heel into the ground. From here, focus on your core strength. As you push your ribs towards your hips, stomach towards your spine, you're going to come to hover that left heel 2 inches from the earth. From here, see if you can take that left shin parallel to your mat. So you start to feel the pull in your right hip. Now hold space here. If you find your right knee's popping towards you, use your right hand to gently push it away, keeping that hip open and externally rotated. You hold space here for 2 more big breaths in. Exhale, give it 1 more big breath in. Now listen. On 1, chin to chest, look between your knees. You're going to take your left heel towards you behind and thread your right hand through the little hole you created to catch the top of your left shin. And your left hand meets your right hand. Interlace your fingers on top of that left shin and hold space. Keep flexing both feet. Try to push that right knee away from you. So you're working that right glute. You're doing what you can in this space for 3. Breathe through the back of your rib cage, expanding your lungs. Hold space for 2. Beautiful. Nice and slow. On 1, you're going to slowly lower your shoulders down, taking them back out to capital T or cactus. Extend your left leg up to the sky. So now you're in a fully unsupported sleeping pigeon. You continue breathing into this space. So your left leg is in a waterfall and your right leg is in the pigeon formation. And you hold space here for 2 more big breaths in. Exhale, 1 more. Now reach your arms straight up to the sky like you're going to pass them the ball on the ceiling. On an inhale, chin into chest, look up, try to touch your left toes for 3. Hold space there for 2. On 1, lower your shoulders down, keep your arms reaching for the sky. Inhale, peel up, try to touch your left toes, hold it 3. Hold it 2. On 1, slowly lower your shoulders back down. 1 more time, inhale, try to reach up, touch your left toes, hold it 3. Hold it 2. On 1, lower those shoulders down, take them back out, capital T or cactus. Nice and slow, you're going to send your right leg up to meet your left, finding full waterfall. Roll out your ankles. You can pedal them out. Good, maybe you bend your knees like you're walking up some stairs upside down. Just working out those legs. Give them a moment to recuperate. Maybe you shake out your legs, there's no place like home. And you come back into a neutral waterfall. So again, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Keep pushing lower lumbar into the earth. Give it 1 more big breath, inhale. And exhale. Nice and slow, point your toes. Start to bend your knees. Slowly lower your feet back down to the ground, planting them. Beautiful. On an inhale, you're gonna send your left leg up to the sky. So left leg goes up, flex your foot. You're in a half waterfall. Right leg is planted, left leg is lifted, and you start to roll out your left ankle. Reversing the blood flow, working out any kinks in your ankle, your calf, your hamstring. Circling it around. You give it 1 more big breath before you come back to a neutral space, flexing that left foot. Take a big breath, inhale. And exhale, go ahead, cross that left ankle, top of your right thigh. So you find your figure 4 and you hold space here. Left hand comes to push and assist that left knee away from you. So you're just holding space with a little assistance. And again, you can shake your head no, massaging the back of your skull, working through any tension in your neck, your shoulders, all the while working that left hip to open gently. Flex both feet here. Make sure that you have that left foot flexed to protect your knee. All those connected ligaments. You give it 2 more breaths, moving side to side before you come back center. Release your left arm back to capital T or cactus. Good. Now start to flex your right foot. Really drive your right heel into the ground. Pulling ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Start to lift that right foot to hover the earth 1 inch or 2. So you start to feel the engagement of that pelvic floor. Right? Now take that right shin parallel with your mat. So now you're increasing intensity. Keep gesturing your left knee away from you. You can always use that left hand to assist. I know I need it lately, so push that left knee away if you need to, and you hold space here for 3. You hold space floating for 2. And on 1, we're going to take our chins into our chest, look between your knees. Slide that left hand through a little hole you created. As you lower your right heel down towards your glute, you catch the top of that right shin. Right hand catches your left hand. And you interlace your fingers, holding this space all bound up in a sleeping pigeon. Keep pressing that left knee away from you. Flexion both feet, hold space as you open up for 3. Breathe for the back of your rib cage, stretching through your lats, your delts for 2. And breathe into your rhomboids on 1. You're slowly going to release the bind in your hands. Lower your shoulders back down, capital T your cactus, and extend your right leg up to the sky. So you're still in sleeping pigeon. And you hold space here. So your right leg's in waterfall, left leg's in pigeon formation, and you're flexing both feet. You're pushing your ribs towards your hips, your tummy towards your spine, asking and inviting that pelvic floor to engage. You give it 2 more big breaths. Inhale here. Exhale, 1 more big breath. Now reach arms straight up to the sky like you're going to pass them a ball. On an inhale, peel up, chin into chest, try to touch your right toes, hold it there, 3. Hold it there, 2. On 1, lower your shoulders down, keep your arms reaching. Inhale, reach up, try to touch your toes, hold it, 3. Hold it, 2. On 1, slow motion, lower those shoulders back down. 1 last time, reach up, try to touch your right toes for 3. Hold space here for 2. On 1, slowly lower your shoulders down, keep them at capital T your cactus, and send your left leg up to meet your right. Back to waterfall, and go ahead, pedal the sky. Shake out your legs, do what you gotta do to get your legs back. Keep pushing ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine, feeling that grounding sensation. Give it 1 more big breath before you come back into a neutral waterfall. Ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine, relax your shoulders. Take a big breath in and exhale. You're going to take the bottoms of your feet to touch. Let your knees fall away as you create a floating diamond. And then slowly lower that diamond down to the ground. So we're opening up our hip flexors and resting into Uttanasana. So we're working those hips, you're letting your knees fall away, your legs are in a diamond formation, and you're closing your eyes. Take your right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly. Feel your heartbeat behind your right hand. Feel the rise and fall of your breath behind your left. Pranayama and pranic energies mingling. Close your eyes, just be. Soften into any tension, any resistance. 1 more breath. Now slowly take your hands to prayer heart center. And then take that prayer to your third eye. So resting your thumbs on the bridge of your nose. You're going to choose an intention here. Dedicating your practice, your energies, your efforts, whatever we manifest together today. For what purpose will it serve? Perhaps today it's to remind you to just be. To let go of those expectations. To be okay with not being okay. Hold space for our shadow self. Embracing that shadow just as much as we embrace the lighter, sunnier side of self. Find balance. Give it 1 more breath, whatever you choose for whomever. And exhale. Nice and slow. Inhale, extend your arms overhead. Take a little half body stretch. Big breath in. Exhale, take your arms by your side. Slowly bring your knees up to touch. Flex your feet. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself 1 more hug. Sway left, sway right. Breathing here. Massaging your lower lumbar once more. Breathing into your thoracic spine. Give it 1 more big breath in. And exhale. Nice and slow. Open up capital T cactus. Flex your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Let those knees fall over to the right. Find 2-point twist. Now lengthen through your left side. You might find there's a lot of resistance. Oftentimes, our intercostal muscles get all sorts of wound up and tightened. So it feels like someone's knocking the wind out of us. Try to gaze off your left shoulder. Keep breathing into those shoulders as you keep them grounded, lengthening through that left oblique, left side body. 2 more breaths in this space. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, nice and slow. Flex your feet. Bring your knees back center. Try to get your thighs to touch your tummy as you inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale, let your knees fall over to the left. Take your time as you work through any tension in your right side body. Letting your knees fall away, gaze off your right shoulder. Again, keep your shoulders grounded. Let them be the anchor that holds you in this space. Big breath until inhale to any resistance. Exhale. 2 more big breaths. Do the best you can. Nice slow exhale. 1 more big breath. And beautiful exhale. Flex your feet. Bring your knees back center. This time, move it slowly side to side. So check your end range. Try to get your knees to tap the ground over to the right. Try to get your knees to tap the ground over to the left. And you continue in this manner. Just asking and inviting shapes. Little supine hustle. Moving left and moving it right. You give it 1 more breath with this movement before you come back neutral spine. Bringing your hands to your shins, nose to knees. Flex your feet. Teeny tiny little seed of intention. Stay here for 3. Stay here for 2. On 1, I'm going to have you switch your grips up behind your knees, and you're going to start to rock forward and back. So like you're swinging on a swing, rock forward and back along the length of your spine. Give yourself a nice massage, and then when you're ready, you're going to come up and find tabletop. So either cross ankles, roll over to table, or you pause, swing your legs off to the side, and you find your tabletop that way. Either way, you're finding table, wrist stacked, shoulders, knees stacked, and hips, and we're gonna slowly rock left and slowly rock right. So doing what you can in this space, as you see how you feel, checking in, working out any kinks. Maybe you drop your tummy slow, wag your tail, maybe you arch your back, look through your thumbs, work through any tension. You give it 2 more breaths, just wagging around, oscillating, undulating, asking, inviting. And when you're ready, you come back to a neutral spine and tabletop. So make sure your wrists are stacking your shoulders, your knees are stacking your hips. On an inhale, we're gonna drop the belly, lift the gaze, find your cow. Exhale, round up, chin into chest, look for your tummy, finding cat. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze again, coming up, cow. Exhale, round up, chin into chest, melt your way back, cat. 2 more times. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, find cow. Exhale, round out, chin into chest, find your way, cat. And last time, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, find cow. Exhale, round out, chin into chest, arch your way up to cat. Coming back, neutral spine and tabletop. You're gonna tuck your toes under. Shifting your weight into your right knee, send your left leg straight out behind you. Now internally rotate those thighs, lift your left leg a little bit higher. Watching ribs, pulling towards hips, push up and out. Good. Now shift your weight into your left hand and reach your right arm forward. Keep looking at your left thumb. So your gaze is down. So you have a nice neutral cervical spine. And you're balancing here on a diagonal. You're staying here for 3. Keep pressing up and out of those shoulders. Ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine for 2. You give it 1 more big breath. On 1, you're going to bend your left knee, bring it into your chest as you tap your right elbow to it. We're going to catch a crunch in a diagonal. Inhale, extend it out long. Look for your left thumb. Nice and slow exhale. Crunch that left knee into your chest. Right elbow touches. Inhale, extend you back out long. Flex that left foot. 3 more times. You're going to crunch it under on the exhale. Inhale, extend you out. Keep flexing that left foot. 2 more, crunch it under. Inhale, extend you back out. And 1 more time, crunch it under. Stay there, 3. Stay there, balancing 2. On 1, send it back out. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower your hand and your knee down. Untuck your toes. Sway side to side. So now your left shoulder is all sorts of awake. Give it a moment. Moving, groove through this space. It's going to get a break in just a moment. You come back to neutral spine tabletop. Again, we're going to drop the belly with the gaze, find cow. Open up that heart. Retract. Exhale, protract. Look for your tummy, arching up into cat. Inhale, drop your belly with your gaze, find cow. Exhale, round out into chest and find cat. 1 more time, drop your belly with your gaze, find cow. And last time, exhale, round out into chest and find cat. Coming back, neutral spine table. Push the earth away, tuck your toes under. Shift your weight into your left knee. Extend your right leg straight up behind you to float. Flex your right foot, drop that right hip down. So pull your thighs in. Again, we want to activate those bandhas. Internal rotation of the thighs helps you to squeeze your mula bandha. So that's your P muscle. And then if you pull your ribs towards your hips, towards your spine, you're activating your Uddiyana bandhas. That's the second energy lock at the core. Keep flexing that right foot, holding balance. Gaze straight down to your thumbs. Start to shift your weight into your right hand and reach your left arm forward. Now again, we want the gaze down and neutral. So gaze down to the right thumb or slightly beyond the right hand. You take 2 more big breaths. Inhale, just balancing on the diagonal. Exhale, 1 more big breath. And nice and slow, bring that right knee into your chest as you tap your left elbow to it. You crunch. Inhale is going to extend you back out, flex that right foot, hold your balance. Exhale, crunch it under, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend you out, flex that right foot. 3 more times, crunch it under in the exhale. Inhale, extend you out long. 2 more, crunch it under. Inhale, extend you out long. And 1 more time, crunch it under, hold it here, 3. Hold it here, 2. On 1, extend it out long, take a big breath in. Exhale, lower your hand and your knee down, untuck your toes. Again, sway side to side. Oscillate, undulate. Let your body breathe. Slink about in this space. Let your body soften through any resistance. You give it 1 more breath before we come back to a neutral space. Now push the earth away as you find that tabletop. Inhale again, drop your belly, lift your gaze, find cow. Exhale, round out chin into chest, find your weak cat. 2 more, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, find cow. Exhale, round out chin into chest to find cat. And 1 last time, drop your belly, lift your gaze, find cow. Last time, exhale, round it out to find cat, hold space here, 3. Hold space here, 2. On 1, come neutral spine, tap your toes under, lift your knees 2 inches from the earth. So you're hovering your table. Keep those knees so low, they can almost touch the ground. Hold it, 3. Push up out of those shoulders, activate your round blades, squeeze your core for 2. And on 1, you're gonna lift your right toes to hover. Hold it, 3. Hold it, 2. On 1, take your right toes down, take your left toes up. Hold it, 3. Hold it, 2. On 1, left toes down, hips up, downward facing dog, pedal. Work through your hamstrings. See how they're feeling. Just asking and inviting, no big deal. Keep those fingers cambered. So you want nice spider hands, engaging each fingertips pad. You're lifting your finger knuckles, right? Your palm of your hand is pressing to the butt of your hand and fingertips are engaged. You have little spidery hands. That's going to help offset the pressure out of your wrists. Press up and out of shoulders. Try to cat your back slightly. So you're really protracting here. Pressing up and out of that space between the shoulder blades. Ribs pull down towards hips, tummies towards spine. You feel the strength in this inversion. You give it 1 more breath pedaling before you settle in for a neutral spine and downward dog. Now gesture both heels toward the ground. Remember the word gesture does not have to mean heels touch the ground. If you need to take bends in knees because your hamstrings are tight, whatever you're doing, you do it. And hold space in that upper body. You want to keep that upper body the same. 1 more breath here. And exhale, let's inhale high, bunny tippy toes. See if you can lift your right leg up, flex your foot, hold it hip height for 3. Hold it hip height for 2. Point your right toe, lift it as high as you can, extend. And slowly lower your right foot down to the ground. Stay high on those tippy toes as you flex your left foot, lift it up hip height. Take a breath. Point your left toe, lift it as high as you can. Big breath in the extension. And slowly lower your left foot down to the ground. Ground your heels down. This time, inhale high up, tippy toes elevate. Exhale, ground your heels down 1 more time. Inhale high up and tippy toes to elevate. Gaze for your hands. How would you like to get up there? You can take a walk, bend your knees, take a few hops, or you could float. Whatever you know how to do, you're going to find that forward fold when you're ready. Uttanasana. Use blocks if you need to. Remember to modify at any point in time. Your practice, your body. Nice and slowly inhale, half lift, flat back. Hold space here, get your head back on your shoulders. And exhale, melt and fold it back down. Soft bend your knees, sweep your arms to the sky, Lord Hastasana. Prayer is going to reach up. Exhale, put your hands down, bring your right through heart center, arms by your sides on the seat. Now roll out your wrists and roll out your ankles. So give yourself a moment to really check in. How do you feel? Answer honestly. Again, every day is different. Maybe you're feeling a little creaky today. Maybe you're feeling like $1,000,000. Whatever you got going on, you hold space, right? Take one more big breath in. Exhale. Now nice and slow, we're going to send that prayer up to the sky. Now I'm going to come to face you. Exhale, you're going to take your right arm down your side body. Take a big breath, inhale. Exhale, lean over to the right, opening up that left side body. So we're working with our intercostal muscles here. So the space between our ribs. Keep pulling your ribs towards your hips, tummy towards your spine to isolate. Breathing into the side body stretch. Now listen, we're going to take a big breath in. Exhale. Nice and slow, start to lift yourself back up. Take your right arm out to capital T. Take your left arm out to capital T. Right? Now puff your chest up, send your arms behind you. I'll give you a side view. Big open heart, gaze toward the sky, big breath. Exhale, bring your arms up, prayer reaches. Beautiful. Now exhale, you're going to take your left hand down your side body. Reach that right arm up. And slowly start to tilt over toward the left. So again, working that right side, working those intercostal muscles, all that tension. Breathe into it. Ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Do what you can in this space. Inhale. Exhale, get a little deeper in that side body stretch. One more breath. Nice and slow, inhale, reach your body up. Take your left arm out, capital T. Take your right arm down, capital T. Again, puff your chest up. Bring your arms back. Bring them back neutral. Flip your palms, prayer up. Beautiful. Nice and slow. You're going to, again, exhale, taking that right arm down that side body. Reach that left arm up. Tip over to the right. Hold space in that left side for 3. Get a little deeper for 2. On 1, lift it up, big capital T arms, puff your heart up, big breath, good. Come back center, flip your palms to sky, nice. Last time, taking that left arm down that side body, reach that right arm up, and slowly tilt over, working through your ribs, get your deepest, hold it here for 3, hold it here for 2, on 1, slowly come up, both arms come out, big capital T, pop that heart up, hold it 3, hold it 2, on 1, come neutral, prayer reaches up and overhead, exhale, bend your knees, chase your prayer down to fold, good. So hold space here, back in Uttanasana, we're going to inhale, half lift, exhale, melt and fold. Now bend your knees and go opposite elbows, let your body rest here for a moment. Maybe you're swaying gently, little baby movements left and right. Either way, you're draping your thighs, you're holding space, you're reversing your blood flow. You take 2 more big breaths, inhale here. Exhale, 1 more big breath in. And nice slow exhale. Gently, you're going to keep those knees bent, sweep your arms up to the sky. Stay in chair as you reach your arms up. You are in a full-blown Utkatasana right now. Ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Keep directing your weight into your heels. Try to lift your toes slightly and gently bring your hands down through prayer at heart center. Now hold space here. See what you can do. Big breath, inhale. Exhale. 1 more big breath. Nice and slow. Get a little deeper into that seat as you lean forward. Now watch your core. Don't let your hiney stick out. Ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Get as deep as you can into that seat. Burn up those quads. Get your hips even lower. Stay right there for 3. Stay right there for 2. On 1, inhale, tummy and ribs out. Revolve over to the right without hooking your elbow. Just a revolution, focusing on your core strength for 3. Hold space, hovering for 2. On 1, bring it center. Big inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale, revolve over to the left. Hold space here, 3. Hold space here, 2. On 1, slowly bring it back center. Tap your prayer down to your thighs, get your lowest, and slowly rise up to touch the sky. Push your arms past your ears, and take your arms by your sides on the seat. Roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles. Do your little dances, whatever you need to do to wake your body up. Before you're back into a neutral space, Tadasana. Arms by your sides, palms facing forward. Take a big inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, prayer reaches up, gaze up. Exhale, put your hands down through heart center as you start to slowly bend your knees again. So we're transforming back into that chair. Again, this is a baby chair. The beginnings of Utkatasana are not very impressive, mostly because our hip flexors and our quads aren't open yet. So we work them. That's what we're doing. You keep pulling your midst towards your hips, semi towards your spine. You keep your toes nice and light. You keep your weight in your heels and your shoulder blades back and retracted. You take a big breath, inhale. And exhale, start to hinge forward. Now again, remember, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Nice flat back, sets me back into my seat. I'm starting to really engage into those quads again. Get as low as you can go. Try to get a little deeper and ask a little bit more of your body. Give it one more big breath in. Exhale, now send that prayer forward. Separate your hands and pin your arms to your ears. Now imagine you gotta lift those arms up a little bit more. Feel those lats engaging. Sit a little deeper. Stay here for 3. Stay here for 2. On 1, swing your arms behind you like a speed racer. Take a big breath in. Exhale, 1 more. Exhale, now shift into your toes. See if you can lift your heels, floating in this little flying chair for 3. Float your little flying chair for 2. On 1, bring your heels back down, reach your arms down, reach your arms forward, pin your arms to your ears, and lift your arms up, find a full-blown chair. 1 more big breath in. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center. Get low, get low, get low, get low. We're gonna give you a break as you inhale, explode to the sky, push your arms past your ears. And again, arms by your side, Samasthiti. Holy moly, go ahead, shake it out. Now I have 1 more little chair exercise we're gonna do. All isolation, waking up your legs, shake it out, speed racer, before you come back to a neutral space, back into Tadasana. Inhale, lift that prayer to the sky. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, throat center again, bend your knees. So see how your chair is now. My quads are so open. So maybe you can lay it down into a traditional chair without leaning forward, yeah? Start to notice the difference. Strengthening and lengthening, all time, patience. Give it 1 more breath before again you start to tilt forward. So keeping ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Bend into those knees, send your hips back. Get as low as you can here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, send that prayer forward. Separate your hands, pin your arms to your ears, lift your arms up. So you feel the extension in your upper body. Sit a little deeper. 2 more breaths. Exhale, 1 more. Beautiful, take your prayer back into your heart center. Listen, take your hands to your thighs, fingertips toward each other. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Find a chair cow. Oh. Exhale, round out, chin into chest. Look for your tummy, chair cat. Inhale, drop that belly, lift your gaze. Chair cow. Exhale, round out, chin into chest. Chair cat. I know it burns. 1 more time. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Find chair cow. Exhale, round out, chin into chest, find chair cat. Nice and slow, come back neutral. Reach your arms forward, reach it up, straighten out your legs. Let your prayer connect, little baby back bend. Exhale, chase your prayer down to the ground to fold. My quads. Inhale, half lift. Heel to your feet, hips width or wider, whatever you feel like doing. We're gonna pause in the prasarita. Exhale, melt it down and fold. Now go opposite elbows, let your quads breathe, let your hamstrings open. So now hamstrings are like, whoa. Quads are like, oh, thank goodness. We're just gonna hang here now. Hamstrings are like, great. Give me the job now. That's right. Hamstrings need to work. We give them 1 more breath to think about it. You can again use blocks. If it's a little tough on you today, use your blocks. Otherwise, those opposite elbows. And then nice and slow, we're gonna come back neutral. Plant your hands down. Let's inhale, half lift. See if you can pigeon your toes toward each other. So turn your big toes toward each other. Big inhale, tummy in, ribs out. Exhale, start to fold back down. Lean into your toes. Use the blocks if you need to. So you're just leaning forward into your toes. That's gonna open up a different aspect of your hamstring. Right? Now squeeze your glutes. Yeah, it feels weird, doesn't it? But it opens up your lower back. It's almost like it's gonna crack, right? Keep it open. We want to open up that sacral chakra. Give it 2 more big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Give it 1 more big breath. And nice and slow. Exhale. Gently, you come up to half lift, fingers slide up shins, turn your feet back parallel. Nice and slow, heel toe your feet back to touch. Big inhale. Exhale, melt and fold. Good. Now feel the difference. Maybe you pedal one knee at a time here. Bending one knee, then bending the other. You're offering your body the opportunity to explore the space. Might be a little more accessible today than it was another day. Might be the absolute opposite. Whatever you're dealing with, you got it. You're holding space for it. You're breathing through it. You're modifying where need be. Right? You give it one more breath. Before again you come neutral, find space in your forward fold. Let's inhale, half lift. Exhale, melt and fold. Soft bend your knees, go opposite elbows and just hang out here. Right? If you want a little more, take your arms behind your knees. Give yourself a hug. You can keep your legs bent. You can straighten out your legs if you'd like. Whatever you have here, 2 more big breaths in. Exhale, 1 more big breath. And exhale. Slowly releasing those arms down to the ground. Bend your knees, sweep your arms to the sky, reset, or Vastasana, prayer up, gaze up. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye through heart center. Go ahead, dance it out. So this is where we're going to come into a little bit of standing sequencing. Little bit. So shake it out. Feel good, reset. Lift up your toes. Exhale, ground them up onto your heels. Do everything you can to shake out your whole body, right? And then when you're ready, come back to a neutral space. Inhale, go ahead, lift up all 10 toes. Exhale, pinky, middle, big toes down into the earth, rounding off 4 corners. Squeezing ankles, calves, knees, quads. Engage your glutes, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Shoulder blades are back, and your heart is pointing forward. Take a big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, put reaches up to the sky. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center, holding space here. Shift your weight into your right standing leg, soft bend your left knee. From here, flex your left foot, see about bringing that left knee to navel. So knee into chest, you flex your foot, and you hold space here, balancing. Now make sure that you're engaging that right quad, that right glute to hold you in place, engaging your bandhas, both Uddiyana and Mula Bandha. Give it 2 big inhales here. Exhale, 1 more big breath. Nice and slow exhale. You're going to extend your left leg to straighten and hold space there for 3. Hold space there for 2. On 1, rebend that left knee. 1 more time, extend that left leg to straighten, hold it 3. Flex your foot, lift it higher for 2. On 1, rebend that left knee. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms forward. Take a breath. Bring that left knee a little higher and interlace your hands on top of that left shin, holding space as you balance with a little assist. Give it 2 big breaths. Inhale here. Find your drishti gaze and hold it. 1 more big breath. Nice and slow. You're going to keep your left hand on your shin. Take your right hand to your hip. Big inhale. Exhale. Slowly open up that left knee over to the left. So I'll give you the side view. You're holding space in a modified Utthita for 3. You hold space here, keep squeezing that right glute for 2. On 1, you bring that left knee back center. Big inhale. Nice and slow exhale. Good. Inhale, open up that door. Open that left knee up toward the left for 3. Squeeze your glutes, put your pelvis forward for 2. On 1, slowly bring it back center. Last time, we're going to take it over to the left. Hold space here, 3. Extend your right arm out, middle finger to thumb for 2. On 1, gently bring that hand back to your hip, bringing that knee center. Beautiful. Take your hands to prayer and lower your left foot down to meet your right. March it out. Arms by your sides. Do what you can in this space. So now your ankles feel like rubber, right? Your glute feels like steel. Your ankle feels like rubber. Go ahead and walk it out. Give yourself 1 more breath before you come back neutral space. Inhale, lift up all 10 toes. Exhale, pinky, middle, big toes down to the ground. Engaging ankles, calves, knees, quads. Squeeze your glutes, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky, prayer reaches. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center. Take a big breath in. Exhale, shift your weight into your left standing leg. Softly bend your right knee. Good. Now remember, you want to engage that left glute. Don't give it up. And on an inhale, flex your right foot. Bring the knee to navel. So your knees in your chest, you're holding space here for 3. Keep balancing here for 2. And on 1, see if you can extend that right leg to straighten. Flex your foot, engage your quad for 3. Hold space here for 2. On 1, rebend that knee. Take a big breath in. Again, extend that right leg to straighten for 3. Hold it for 2. On 1, rebend. Last time, see if you can extend that right leg to straighten. 3. Hold it 2. On 1, rebend that right knee. Now hold your frame, interlace your fingers, flip your palms and push them forward. So you're extending your arms and holding space. Take a breath. Bring that right knee up a little higher, and then go ahead and take those bound hands on top of that right shin to help you balance here. Take a big breath, inhale. Exhale, nice and slow. You're gonna take your left hand to your hip. Right hand stays in that shin. Big inhale. And exhale. We're gonna inhale, open that right knee over to the right. Again, holding your Utthita. Do what you can for 3. Squeeze in here for 2. On 1, bring that right knee back center. Nice and slow. Open your Utthita over to the right. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. On 1, bring that right knee back center. 1 more time. Bring that right knee over to the right. Hold it there, 3. Extend your left arm out to the side, balancing middle finger to thumb for 2. On 1, slowly bring your left hand back to your hip. Bring your right knee back center. Slowly taking hands to prayer heart center, you step your right foot down to meet your left and dance it out. Do your dance. Wake your body back up. Roll out your ankles. Best you can, you hold space here. Big inhale. Exhale. Nice and slow. Inhale, prayer reaches up to the sky. Exhale, chase your prayer down to the ground to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, melting, folding. Bend your knees, plant your palms. Step back only your left leg. Find a low lunge. Pause for a moment here. Big inhale. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Find a plank. Push the earth away. If you want to do a little side plank rainbow, you can side plank hustle. You can side plank hustle to a float, step it back, wild thing. Do what you have in your arsenal. Whatever's in your wheelhouse, play here. If your body says none of the above, I'm exhausted, Kim, you go ahead and take a child's pose. Whatever you want to do. So we have all sorts to play with. This is your practice. Color it yours. Okay? Give it 1 more breath, whatever you're doing, before you slowly come back to a neutral space in plank. Push the earth away. Make sure that those hips aren't dipping. We're pointing up to the sky. Ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine, shoulders over wrists. Engage your fingertips. 1 more breath in your plank. Use your toes to come into your fingers. Lower your tummy all the way down into the ground. Now take your feet as wide as your mat. And take your hands as wide as your mat. Tent your fingers. We're going to do some cobra roll-ups. On your next inhale, push your pelvis into the ground. Squeeze your glutes and lift your chest up to look forward, elbows towards your body for 3. Hold space, little roll-ups for 2. On 1, lower it back down. Inhale, squeeze, puff your chest up, look forward. Lift a little higher for 3. Hold it for 2. On 1, lower it back down. 1 more time, we're gonna cobra roll up. Stay as high as you feel confident for 3. High as you feel confident for 2. And slowly you lower yourself back down. Beautiful. Take your feet back toward each other, finding that traditional alignment. Take your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under, listen. Push yourself back, child's pose. Yeah, you thought I was gonna have you push up plank, didn't you? Not this time. So let your upper body relax as it extends, opening up through your middle and upper back. If you want to untuck your toes, you can do that too. Try to get your hips towards your heels. But if you can, keep your knees touching. This balasana allows your body to activate the parasympathetic autonomic nervous system. So it's allowing you to rest and restore for a moment. Really switches your script, lets you relax, allows you to breathe into your thighs, opening up the back of your rib cage. But if this isn't accessible, you know, like if you're pregnant or if you have a sore tummy, like, you know, you have those low belly aches, it just doesn't feel good to lay on your tummy, you can always separate your knees and take a wide-legged child's pose. Do what's appropriate for you, whatever feels good, okay? So give yourself 3 big breaths. Inhale here. Exhale. 2 more breaths. One more big breath. Nice and slow, we're gonna inhale, look for your fingers, and come up to a tabletop when you're ready. Go ahead and sway it left and sway it right. Good. One more breath brings you back to a neutral space. Push the earth away. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees 2 inches from the earth. Hover your table. Get it nice and low for 3. Hover your table nice and low for 2. On 1, take your left toes up to hover. Hold it 3. Hover it 2. On 1, left toes down, right toes up. Hold it 3. Hold it 2. On 1, right toes down, hips up. Downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Work through any tension, any resistance. Give it one more breath before we come back to a neutral space, downward dog. Inhale high, bend your tippy toes, elevate. Exhale, ground down your heels, anchor root. 2 more, inhale high, bend your tippy toes, elevate. Exhale, ground it down, anchoring, rooting. 1 more time, inhale high, bend your tippy toes to elevate. Gaze for your hands. How would you like to get up there? You can take a walk, a Hatha handstand. Find your way, forward folding when you're ready. Okay, so find your space here, take your time, realigning with self. Inhale, half lift, finger side of shins. Exhale, melt and fold. So bend your knees, sweep it upward, Bahastasana, pair of gaze up. Exhale, through hands down through third eye, through heart center. Beautiful. Nice and slow, inhale, lift up all 10 toes. Exhale, pinky middle, big toes back down onto the ground. Engage here, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Shift your weight into your right standing leg. Soft bend your left knee. Left knee's coming up and into your chest, flex your foot. Hold space as you balance here, best you can. Big breath in. Exhale, extend that left leg to straighten, hold it 3. Hold it 2. On 1, rebend that left knee. Again, extend that left leg to straighten, hold it 3. Hold it 2. On 1, rebend that left knee. 1 more time, extend that left leg. 2 options here. You're gonna take an Utthita. Maybe you extend your left arm out. If you can catch your big toe, hold space there. If you want a little bit more, you're gonna open that left hip over to the left with a straight leg or a bent knee, finding an Utthita. Lift your right arm out to the sky and hold space. Again, you can modify it by taking the bent knee variation, okay? So whatever's accessible to you, you give it 1 more big breath with your leg out in front or out to the side. If your leg is out to the side, slowly bring it back center. Bringing your left hand back, or right hand back to heart center. Rebend that left knee, step it down, take a moment, settle it out. So pedal, pedal, pedal. 1 more breath, and next transition is gonna get us into a lunge. So coming back neutral. Again, shift your weight into your right standing leg, soft bend your left knee. I'll have you bring that left knee back up and into your chest. This time, extend that left leg to straighten, flex your foot, take a big breath in. Exhale, start to lean forward. Bend into your right knee, step your left foot back, catch yourself a lunge. You're in a nice high lunge now. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. You feel the extension in that left hip flexor. Settle a little deeper, watch your frame. So don't let your ribs poke out. Ribs towards hips, tuck it under, sit into it. Give it 1 more breath. And inhale, that prayer is gonna reach up to the sky, separate your hands, relax, make shoulders slightly. Take a big inhale. Exhale, back heel's gonna come down. 1 breath in warrior 1, and then slice it open to warrior 2. So open up your frame entirely to the left side wall. Push your right knee towards your right pinky toe. Shimmy out your shoulders a little bit. Take a big inhale, and exhale, gaze off that right middle finger. Give it 1 more big breath in. Exhale, sit a little deeper, hinge forward, flip your right palm, tip it back for peaceful warrior. Lengthening through that right side, sit into it a little more. Big breath in. Exhale. Nice and slow, lift your top body up. Take a big breath, inhale. Exhale, straighten out that right leg. Take a big breath, inhale here. Now exhale, we're gonna work on our side body again. So hinge yourself forward, keep your arms to the horizon, don't do anything else. Big inhale. Exhale, nice and slow, come back to neutral. Straight legs, straight arms. Big inhale. Exhale, start to pitch it forward again. Get a little deeper. Good. Nice and slow, come back neutral. Last time, bring it all the way forward. Get your deepest 3. Feel the pull on that right adductor for 2. On 1, right hand down just below your kneecap, left hand to the sky. So you're coming into a modified triangle and you're holding space here. Take 2 big breaths. Inhale, stacking wrists, ribs, wrists, shoulders, and hips. 1 more breath in. Exhale, reach your left arm up and overhead, working that left side body. Keep it stacked for 3. Keep it stacked for 2. Nice and slow on 1, you're gonna gaze down. Reach your right arm forward. Beautiful, hold it. Now lift your top body up like you're passing the ball to the sky. Exhale, pass the ball back forward. Keep your body stacked. Inhale, lift it back up to the sky. Remember, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Exhale, lean it forward, pass it to someone in front of you. Last time, up to the sky. And pass it in front of you. Hold it 3. Hold it 2. Lower your right hand down to your shin. Left arm back up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, gaze down. Bend into your right knee. Rest your forearm top of that thigh. So we're just getting out of that ankle. Working the side angle. Push your right knee towards your mid pinky toe. Stay open here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, reach that left arm up and overhead. Long line through that side body. Big breath in. Exhale, 1 more. Nice and slow, keep this shape, gaze down. Lower your left arm to scoop the earth. Inhale, swing it back up to the sky, big left arm circle. Reach it forward, up and over your ear. Swing it down, you're gonna scoop the earth. Inhale, reach it back up to the sky. 1 more time, scoop it forward. Take it down and back up to the sky, big breath in. And nice and slow, reach that left arm up and overhead, big breath in. Exhale, gaze down. Reach your right arm forward. Hold your frame 3. Sink a little deeper inside right knee for 2. On 1, lift your body up, hold the beach ball in the sky. Tip it back, wrap your left arm behind your back, coming into peaceful warrior. You want a little more, pick your right heel up, sink into it to balance for 3. Stay here for 2. On 1, if your right heel is up, bring it down. Lift your top body up, warrior 2. Shimmy out your shoulders for a breath. Hinge forward, cartwheel, hands down low, lunge back, heels up. Ew. 1 big inhale here. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back to meet your left, find plank. Push the earth away. You want to hold plank, stay here. You want to plank? Go ahead. Do what you have. Side plank, hustle it. Take a child's pose. Whatever you want to do. Do you? Give it 1 more breath as you play. Before you come back to a neutral space, hold that plank. Push the earth away, inhale. Exhale, 1 more breath, squeeze. Use your toes, exhale, over fingers, extend. Lower your belly down to the ground. And untuck your toes. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Take your hands as wide as your mat. Tent your fingers, cobra roll-ups. Inhale, push your pelvis down, lift your chest up, gaze forward, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, lower it back down. 3 more, inhale, pump it up. Come up a little higher, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, lower it down. 2 more, pump it up. Exhale. 1 more time, pump it up. Come to your highest, stay here, 3. Maybe look off right shoulder, stay here 2. Come center, look off your left shoulder, stay here 1. Look center, look up, come back down. Woo! Take your feet back toward each other, take your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, push it back, child's pose. There it is. Breathe the back of your rib cage. You want to untuck your toes, you can. You want to take your knees as wide as your mat, you can. Do what you need to settle into this space. Breathe. 2 big breaths in. Exhale. 1 more big breath. Breathe through the back of that rib cage. And exhale. Nice and slowly come back up. Tabletop. Sway your left and sway your right. Wake it up. Do what you can in this space. Take your time. 1 more breath. Again, is going to bring you back to a neutral space. Inhale, drop your belly, let your gaze, see how you feel. Exhale, round out chin to chest, look for your tummy. Find that cat. 1 more time, drop your belly, let your gaze. Find cow. Exhale, round out chin to chest, your back and your cat. Coming back, neutral spine table. Push the earth away, tuck your toes under. Lift your knees 2 inches from here. Hover at 3. Hover at 2. On 1, hover right toes. Hold it 3. Hold it 2. On 1, right toes down, left toes up. Hold it 3. Hold it 2. On 1, left toes down, hips up. Downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal. You know the way. Take your time, yogis. One more breath. Before again we come back to a neutral space, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, get up high in those tippy tippies, elevate. Exhale, ground down your heels, anchor and rooting. Inhale, high up on the tippy toes to elevate. Exhale, anchor down, grounding, rooting. One more time, high up on the tippy toes to elevate. Gaze for your hands any way you know how. Take a walk, take a hop, take a handstand. You find forward fold when you're ready. Good. Inhale, half lift, flat back, finger slide up shins. Exhale, melt and fold it back down. Hold space here, one more breath. Exhale, soft bend your knees, sweep it up, Virabhadrasana, prayer gaze up. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center, arms by your side, Samasthiti. Go ahead, roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles. Get yourself ready. We're gonna give it one more breath, just dancing it out. Before again we come back to a neutral space. Inhale, lift up all 10 toes. Exhale, pinky middle big toes down on the ground. Shifting your weight into your left standing leg. Let's inhale, prayer up. Exhale, put your hands down through third eye, through heart center. Take a bend in your right knee. Good. Now inhale that right knee up and into your chest. Flex your foot. Do what you can in this space. Squeeze. Internal rotation of those thighs. Activate your core. You need those bandhas to draw your midline. Big inhale here. Exhale, extend your right leg to straighten. Squeeze and engage that quad for 3. Hold it for 2. On 1, rebend that right knee. Take a big breath in. And exhale, extend that right leg for 3. Hold it for 2. Again on 1, rebend. One more time, extend. Now, this is where you have options. You can stay here with an extended leg. Extend your right arm out so you can get your right big toe and hold that frame. If you have it, you hold it. You might take your left hand to your hip and slowly extend your right leg out to the side. Now again, this is Utthita full variation. If your body says no, I'll turn and show you. You can keep that knee bent. Extending your left arm out, you're holding whatever variation is available to you for 3. Hold space. I'm going to turn back center for 2. You give it one more big breath. Slowly bring your leg back center, step it down, arms up to the sky. Take your hands down to prayer, releasing. Ooh, I nearly fell out of that one. Take your arms by your sides, roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles. Now the next little piece is going to step us back into that lunge. So get yourself ready, situate yourself, inhale, lift up all 10 toes, exhale, pinky middle, big toes down. Engage with your ankles, calves, knees, quads, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine, squeeze your glutes. Good. Shoulders back, nice proud heart. Inhale, reach your prayer to the sky. Exhale, put your hands again down through third eye, through heart center. Strong standing left leg. Start to bend back into your right knee. Good. Now watch your frame as you bring that right knee up and into your chest. Flex your right foot. One more time, big breath in. Exhale, extend that right leg to straight and hold it 3. Hold it 2. This time on 1, start to hinge forward. As you swing that right leg back, bend into your left knee, step it back to lunge. Nice. So if you had your midline drawn, you're just following your plane. This is your x-axis. I had to think about that for a sec. Keep your chest lifted, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine, lunging into that left knee to get you deeper. Internal rotation of your thighs helps you pull that left hip back, right hip forward, and you feel the extension in your right hip flexor. You give it one more breath with prayer, heart center. Sink into a little deeper. Inhale, prayer is going to reach up to the sky. Separate your hands, relax your shoulders. Just a big breath, inhale, full high lunge. Exhale, bring your right heel down. Just one breath in warrior 1. Exhale, come out, warrior 2. Open up your arms nice and wide. Shimmy out your shoulders. Spread out your feet a little bit if you're short stance. Make sure left knee stays over left ankle and push that left knee towards your left pinky toe. So you're opening up your adductors here best you can. You give it one more big breath, sit a little deeper. Now exhale, start to hinge forward. Flip your left palm, tip it back to find peaceful warrior. Keep that right arm tracking down your right thigh. 2 more breaths, sink a little deeper. Good. One more breath. Nice and slow, we're going to come back up, warrior 2, and straighten that left leg. Good. Now you want to keep your body squared up with that right side wall. Keep your arms at shoulder height. Nice strong core, pelvic floor. Take a big breath in as we start to fake ourselves out. You're gonna hinge forward a little bit. So just tip yourself forward like a little teapot. Keep your arms as the horizon, so don't let them drop. Keep them at shoulder height. Sink a little deeper. Nice and slow, we come back center. Gently start to tip forward again. Tip, 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 tip. Get a little deeper. Good. Nice and slow, come back center. One last time. Tip it forward. Good. Get your deepest. Big breath in. Lower your left hand down just below your left kneecap. Right arm up to the sky. Get your wrists, ribs, hips. I keep forgetting my other cue. Shoulders. You know, all those things need to stack. And you hold yourself in space in this triangle. You breathe into that right side body. 2 more big breaths. Inhale here. Exhale, 1 more. And now we're going to extend that right arm up and over your head. So a long line through that right side body. You're going to feel it in your oblique. This is where it gets tricky. Ready? Hold this space. Gaze down. Lift your left arm up like you're holding a visible beach ball. Now inhale, lift the beach ball up to the sky. Big inhale. Yikes. Exhale, come back forward. Tip, 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 tip. Shoot. Inhale, reach it back up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, come back down. Get a little deeper. Woo, 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 woo. 1 more time. Lift it up to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, come back down. Holding your deepest for 3. Holding your deepest for 2. Lower your left hand down to your shin. Right arm back to sky on 1. Take a big breath in. Exhale, gaze down. Bend into your left knee. Let your left forearm catch the top of that thigh. And again, reach that right arm up and overhead. So now we're in a modified extended side angle. Gives our left knee a break. It offloads out of our ankle a little bit. Keep pressing your left knee towards your left pinky toe. Keep opening up that right side body. Now I know your right shoulder's about done. That's why we're going to do those arm circles. It's cooked. So we got to wake it up again. You take a big breath in. Exhale, gaze down. Sweep your right arm down like you're going to scoop the earth. Inhale, reach it back up to the sky. Wake it up. Phew. Exhale, reach it up and over your ear. Scoop it down into the earth. Inhale, reach it back up to the sky. 1 more time, scoop it down. Reach it back, and swing it back up to the earth, from the earth. Take a big breath in, extend it up and over that right ear. 1 more breath, sink a little deeper. Gaze down, reach your left arm forward, hold invisible beach ball, big inhale. Exhale, sink your deepest, lift it up, tip it back, wrap your right arm behind your back, left arm reaches. You want the advancement, pick your left heel up, sink into a balancing warrior for 3. Hold it for 2. On 1, if your left heel's lifted, bring it down. Lift your top body up, warrior 2. Shimmy on your shoulders because you can. Gaze forward, hinge forward. Cartwheel, hands down, back heel lift, low lunge. Hover that chest off your left thigh. Take 1 more breath, you can do it. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back to meet your right plank. Woo! Now, whatever you want to do in this plank, go ahead and do it. You can drop down, take a rest. You can hustle. Do whatever feels good for you. Let your body breathe. Play with your shapes. The worst that can happen is your body says, nope, no thanks, and you don't do it. So what? That's okay. You give yourself 2 more breaths to play. Squeeze and lift. 1 more. Before you slowly make your way back to traditional plank. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, use your toes to move into your fingertips. Again, lower your tummy down onto the ground. Take your feet, untuck them, take them as wide as your mat. Beautiful. And now take your arms as wide as your mat, tense your fingers. Here's the thing though. From here, you're gonna start to lift your chest slightly. Now hover your hands. No hands, ma. Squeeze your glutes, push your pelvis into the ground. Pick up your feet. Ooh, you're in a high floating locust for 3. Hold space for 2. On 1, tap your toes and your fingers down. Lower your forehead. Inhale again, right away. Everything lifts. Forehead, hands, feet. 3. Hold it. 2. You're like a little flying squirrel. On 1, lower everything down. 1 more time. Lift it up to the floor. Hold it. 3. Maybe your arms come out to a capital T. Lift them up and back. For 2. On 1, bend your elbows. Lower your palms, lower your feet. Beautiful. Take your feet back toward each other. Take your hands back under your shoulders. And go ahead, come up and back, child's pose. Well done, yogis. Let your body breathe here. The good news is we're taking it down from here. No more coming up. So give yourself a moment's time to just be. Ground down into the space. Breathe through the back of your rib cage. Open up your lungs. Two more big breaths in. One more big breath. And nice and slow, you're gonna lift your head, you're gonna come up to table, and you're gonna walk your knees up to your wrists. Sitting off to the side, you're gonna find yourself onto your back. So first scoot yourself so you're about the middle of your mat. Take the bottoms of your feet to touch. Just for a moment, we're gonna come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So Supta Baddha Konasana is a little boat, our little bound angle pose, butterfly, whatever you wanna call it. I call it like a boat because we move side to side and we're rowing, tipping, moving with the tide. So go ahead and move yourself side to side. Feel your sitting bones rooting you into the earth. Lift your chest slightly, shoulder blades back, ribs towards hips, tummy towards spine. Now lift your knees up and then exhale, lower your knees back down. So you want that external rotation, right? Inhale, pop your chest up, gaze up. Exhale, round out chin into chest, lean back slightly, look for your tummy. Inhale, puff that chest up, gaze up. Exhale, round out, look for your tummy. Two more, inhale, puff up, gaze up. Exhale, round down, look for your tummy. This time, inhale, puff up, gaze up. Exhale, lean forward. Lean, 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 until you have to stop. Your body's gonna stop you, obviously. So maybe you can take your wings, your little elbows, and push your knees down. You could rock a little side to side while you're doing this. Each inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale, so you can get yourself down and forward a little bit more. So again, we're working with the groin, your adductors, your knees, your glutes. You're doing what you can with this space, letting go of your ego. Oftentimes we feel like we need to be next level yogis and our bodies just are not there that day. So we end up hurting ourselves. So we need to deflate that ego. We need to come out of that judgment zone, change our perception, come into acceptance, really being mindful of self, of others. Inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale, so you can get yourself a little bit deeper. So if only you had the patience, you'd be amazed what your body can do. Maybe you extend one arm out and then the other. Again, inhale, tummy and ribs out. Exhale, come a little bit deeper. Allow your body to soften. Two more breaths. Then nice and slow, my yogis, inhale, half, lift up your hands are extended, walking them back towards your body. Everyone coming to sit up nice and tall, spread your wings, prayer connects up and overhead. Exhale, prayer hands down through third eye, through heart center. Beautiful. Now you're gonna reach forward with that prayer. Separate your hands, relax your shoulders. Take your chin into your chest. I'll give you the side view. You're gonna unravel one vertebra at a time. So leaning forward slightly, you start to also lean back. So you get your lower back leaning toward the ground, getting lower lumbar in contact, thoracic spine, upper shoulders, arms, hands, and finally head. So you're back in Supta Baddha Konasana. We were in this shape not too long ago, but it feels like forever already. Let your body breathe here. Maybe you tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. You open up your heart slightly. You do what you can in this space to just be. Maybe bringing heels a little closer towards you. And now I'm going to give you the option to remain here for your Shavasana if this feels good. If your body says, no, I'd rather not, you can go ahead and evolve to any shape that your body requires. Maybe you find a wall and come up 90 degrees, legs up the wall waterfall. Maybe you decide to extend your legs out into a traditional corpse pose, Shavasana. Whatever you want to do, lie on your side. Go to that space now. Close your eyes and come back into your breath. Your pranayama, your inhale, your exhale. Greatest tool in the toolbox. Slow yourself down. Notice your cheeks, your jaw, the space between, behind, and around your eyes. Taking your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Feel your shoulders, your arms, and your hands. Feel the rise and fall of that breath. Belly rises, belly falls. Feel your core and pelvic floor, hips and glutes. Your legs taking their varying shapes. Heels and feet anchoring entire body at rest. Allow yourself this time, allow yourself this space to just be. Let go of expectation. Let go of judgment. Let go of anticipation. Be here now. Take 3 more breaths. Then slowly begin to heighten your awareness. As you deepen your breath, noticing sound, sense, sensation. Begin to wiggle each finger, wiggle each toe. Move your head gently side to side. Inhale, extend your arms overhead. Take a half body stretch. If you have your knees apart, maybe you bring them together. You sway slowly side to side. Maybe extend your legs out long, full body stretch. And when you're ready, take a bend back into your knees, bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug and rock left and rock right. Massage lower lumbar, flex your feet. Give it one more breath before you slowly surrender over to your right or left side. Find a fetal pose, let your body go. One more inhale here. And a slow exhale. When you're ready, pressing into the earth to rise up to a comfortable seat on your mat of your choice. Ground down into your sitting bones, lengthening through your spine. Beautiful. Taking right hand to heart, left hand to belly. Close your eyes. Big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bringing your hands to prayer heart center, bow your head to your heart, connecting the space, press pinkies and thumbs together, release your middle fingers, create your blossom. Within it, place your intention, visualizing its strength, all it has to offer. Imagine it. On an inhale, lift it all the way up to the sky to present your light to the world. As you exhale, allow your hands to part. As they fall to the side, imagine that light making its way out to take root and make a difference. Slowly hands return to prayer at heart center, bowing your head to your heart one last time. The light within me honors that brilliant shining light within each and every one of you. I'd like to close our class with the sound of Om, the universal sound that connects us all. If you'd like to join me, exhale the air out of your lungs. Inhaling for Om. Om. Om Shanti Shanti, Om Peace Peace. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your afternoon, evening, rest of your week and weekend. Hopefully we'll see you again one day soon, but until we meet again, namaste.